Hi guys, today we are talking about the connotation and the denotation of words. And this is probably a review for you guys, but I wanted to give you a video in case you needed a little bit of extra guidance with it. So, denotation is literally the definition or the dictionary definition of a word. Okay, so this equals the dictionary definition. And I just remember, sorry about the bell. And I bet you guys haven't missed that. I remember that most by just realizing that they both kind of start with the letter D. So denotation deals with the dictionary definition of a word. Okay. The other word that we're going over today in your lessons is connotation. And connotation connotation is the feeling associated with the word. So some words evoke different emotions and stuff out of us than others. So it's a little bit more than the dictionary definition. It's kind of an emotion or a feeling or an attachment that you have with this word. So that is the feeling associated with the word. No students in our bell story. All right. So remember, denotation is the dictionary definition. Connotation is going to be the feeling and thoughts associated with the word. So right now, this may still confuse you a little bit if you don't remember these. But what that means is that when you hear the word dog, okay, you have a pretty much neutral, like whatever, you know that in the dictionary, it would say, an animal sometimes kept as a pet with fur, etc. But when you hear words like weird, they kind of have a different connotation to them than if you just said somebody was like a little different, right? And so sometimes these can have a positive connotation to them, so like a positive association or feeling attached to it, and sometimes they have a negative feeling attached to this connotation of a word. So we're looking at things like the boy is slender or the boy is skinny. So skinny tends to have a little bit more of a negative connotation attached to it. Whereas slender means like maybe he's in shape, he's just kind of thin. He's not skinny. Skinny makes people think like they haven't been eating enough and they might be not well. Also, like I said, when you hear the word dog, you think, okay, dictionary term, pretty neutral word. But then when you hear the word like puppy, that typically makes everybody like, oh, puppies, and you have this kind of like warm little feeling about puppies, right? Then when you hear the word mutt, that's kind of like a negative feeling associated with, right? But puppies, dog, and mutt are all essentially dealing with the same thing. It's just different feelings and different word choices. This is my mutt right here is a lot different than this is my puppy. So with that being said, we associate, let's use the word blue. So the denotation or the dictionary meaning for the word blue would simply be a color, a primary color, etc. But what if I were to say she is feeling blue? Well, now we know that as a connotative thing. What do you think? What emotions arise when you hear that somebody's feeling blue? When somebody's feeling blue, that typically has to do with they're feeling down. Maybe they're sad. Maybe they're just a little mellow, depressed sometimes. So those are the feelings, the connotation that comes with the word blue. When you hear the word love, okay, is that a positive or a negative connotation? Positive, typically. Whenever we hear the word love, we typically tend to feel happy, or we smile, or we think of somebody in particular. We all have that same kind of emotional appeal to that word, and that's a positive connotation to that word. Let's see. When you hear the word cook. Okay, for some people, that's probably just a neutral word. You know that somebody makes food for a living and works in a restaurant or something, right? But when you hear the word chef, does it give them just a little bit like more of a positive feeling? They mean the same thing, but positive and negative connotations can kind of pull at that. So, again, just a reminder when you're going over your practice things today, denotation is the dictionary meaning of a word, and the connotation is very simply either a positive or a negative or neutral feeling that you have towards that word.